who is an ELT expert with 30 years of IELTS and TOEFL teaching and training experience. He is a linguist by profession, teacher, trainer, researcher, and international keynote and plenary speaker by experience. He has published 8 research papers in numerous international peer-reviewed research journals, authored 4 books, and supervised extensively. He has conducted and attended scores of ELT workshops and seminars within the country. He has been awarded honorary doctorate in IELTS and applied linguistics by an American university due to his remarkable services in the field of IELTS. He is a recipient of multiple national and international awards and gold medals in recognition of his outstanding achievements. Currently, he is teaching in the Islamia University of Bahawalpur-Pakistan. Now we welcome Professor Dr. Safdar Bhatti. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you very much, sir, for introducing me so nicely. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Professor.
And what about my presentation? Is it visible to you?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. This is Dr. Safdar Bhatti from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. First of all, I would like to thank the ORP organization for having me over here at their platform as a keynote speaker in their multiple conferences. That is a great honor for me. Much obliged, sir. And the topic of my today's talk is Standard Pronunciation and Pakistani Learners, a Survey. And that is a brief sketch of my talk. Dear audience, paradoxically, it seems as if English language runs like blood through the veins of nations worldwide. To have good communication skills in English is a burning desire for most of the people. Communicative competence in the target language is more demanded now than ever before. In Pakistan, the students have to study English as a compulsory subject from KG to graduation level. The value of English language is internationally accepted. It is a storehouse of knowledge. It is a medium of international communication and also a custodian of standard terminologies. To get advancement in higher studies, the solidarity of English language is admirable. Considering the state of this language, it has been a challenge for its teacher. It is very important for an English language teacher to have a full command over it. Basically, language is a social activity used to communicate with others. It is a way to convey our feelings, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, and knowledge. It makes the interaction of the people as a community easy and possible. It reflects the social values, religion, physical environment, and culture of a society. It shapes our identity and reveals who we are. Basically, language is used to express our identity. It encompasses all forms of expressions. Animals and birds also communicate in their own ways. Knowledge of a language means, or knowing a language means, grammatical competence, communicative competence, and language proficiency. If we talk about its importance, language comes next to food. It is God's special gift to mankind. It is a maker or breaker of human relations and makes the life bitter or sweet. It makes us different from animals. It makes social interaction possible. It is the basis of human progress. It is the flesh and blood of human culture, and it is a means of social control. Basically, accent, grammar, and vocabulary are the aspects of a language. Accent means basically that is an important feature of language which shows which country or area a person comes from. While grammar is a knowledge of knowledge, how language works. It is a map of language for the language learners. Language cannot be learned without the support of grammar rules. It is like a skeleton in which everything is kept. It is the backbone of language. Knowledge of grammar is useful for the foreign language learning. Vocabulary, that is the soul and essence of language. It is a stock of words used in a language. In speaking and writing, 3,000 to 3,500 words are used, while forwarding 7,000 words are needed. Words are the instrument and tools of thoughts. English is a rich language having more than 5 lakh words. Dear all, as language is a system of systems, if one of the system is grammar, the other will be phonology. All the languages are made up of sounds. When we communicate, we produce a continuous stream of sounds. So it is very essential for a second language learner to understand the relationship between letters and sounds, to know its sound system, just to comprehend how it differs from other languages. Pronunciation is a way in which a particular sound is produced. An immense variety of pronunciation according to different geographical, cultural, and ethnic perspectives has made English a multi-phonological phenomena. The criterion of eloquence and beauty of a language is its native accent. Now, I would like to move towards the issue of standard pronunciation. Dear all, every language has its own phonological, syntactical, and lexical systems. A native speaker acquires these systems innately. If a language is learned by a non-native speaker, the linguistic systems in general and phonological system in particular give rise to certain problems. The reason behind is the adjustment of vocal cords due to the learner's exposure to the linguistic atmosphere. The issue of standard pronunciation is twofold. It affects both pronunciation and spelling. Sometimes we know the meanings of a word but cannot pronounce it. Likewise, we know both the meaning and pronunciation of a word but cannot write it correctly. There is a global distribution of English. How? All the accents other than the native accents seem to be artificial, unintelligible, and awkward. The minimum standard of pronunciation of a language is the mutual intelligibility of native and non-native speakers. If the standard pronunciation doesn't rise equal to this criterion, all our endeavors to learn a foreign language are futile. ENL means English as a native language, English as a second language, and English as a foreign language. So these are basically three accents. Now I would like to move towards the impact of phonology. Pronunciation is the most neglected aspect of English language teaching. Teachers' knowledge and understanding of English phonology is very important. It gives the teacher awareness of the sound system of English. It helps him to be better informed linguistically to prove himself a good model of spoken English. Phonetics is the scientific study of speech sounds in general. Knowledge of phonetics is very necessary for English teacher, how sounds are articulated through vocal organs, and it tells us about the production, transmission, and reception of speech sound. It studies the medium of spoken language by telling how they are transmitted through the speaker's ear through air, how they are perceived by the listener's ear, and envisaged by his brain. These are some factors which are going to affect the pronunciation. Mother tongue interference, age, exposure, phonetic ability, attitude and identity, imitation, spellings, and motivation. Now, I would like to talk about the significance of the study. This study is expected to be beneficial for the students, teachers, and the institution, theoretically and practically. It will help the students in focusing their attention, stimulating their interest, giving them real impact by making them aware of standard pronunciation acquisition. It will inspire and motivate the teachers and the students to consult a dictionary for exact pronunciation. The objectives of my study were to improve accent of BS level learners, to learn correct pronunciation by consulting a dictionary, to explore whether mother tongue reduces the standard pronunciation of the learner, to find out the factors which affect second language pronunciation. And my research questions were how to improve accent of BS level learners, how to consult a dictionary for learning correct pronunciation, what are the causes behind poor accent, and whether a mother tongue reduces the standard pronunciation of the learners or not, how to motivate the learners to get native accent. Now I would like to move towards the literature review. Dear all, English spelling in relation to pronunciation is an unholy muddle. English spellings are national misfortune to England and an international misfortune for the rest of the world. These are unintelligible, unhistorical, and unteachable. English pronunciation is more slipshod and slovenly than any other language in Europe or even in the world. The spellings of an English word are not a sure guide to its pronunciation. 200 students and 50 teachers from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan participated in this study, and most of the students were belonging to the engineering college from the university. It was a descriptive type of research based on quantitative approach, and a survey was done. Questionnaire for the students and a separate questionnaire for the teachers were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that is the data analysis of my questionnaires. And these are some factors which I reduced from the collected data. Students take interest, 98% agreed. Participation, 100% agreed. Confident, 80% agreed. Motivation, 99% agreed. And accent improved, 98% agreed. And that is the graphic description of that. Dear all, pronunciation is an utterly neglected aspect of English language teaching in Pakistani institutes. It is not easy to break the old sound production habits and form new ones. Qualified and experienced teachers have positive effect on students' learning. Students could not pronounce the word exactly. They reflected their mother tongue while speaking English. Their listening was not up to the mark due to the lack of practice. Tongue twister drills provided free and spontaneous practice of standard pronunciation to the learners. So before leaving, I would like to give you some suggestions and recommendations. At university level, the students get admission for the sake of improving their English language, but due to the unavailability of lab equipment and experienced teachers, they are demotivated. Teachers' own pronunciation should be a model for the learners. They should be encouraged to improve their accent. They should also bring a change in their teaching methodology. They should use pronunciation practice drills and activities like tongue twister in the classroom. Such practice will result in an intelligible speech production. The classroom environment should be student-centered. The learners should be encouraged to participate in various activities like panel discussion, debates, declamation, a contest, and to gain self-confidence, fluency, and accuracy. And these were some references from which I got the help. Thanks for lending me your ears. And any question, please? That's all, sir, from my side. Thank you.
Of course, thank you so much for your presentation, Professor. Is there any questions or any contributions? There seems to be no questions for now. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your participation.
So nice of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Of course, anytime. And now we will move on to our next guest speaker, who completed his bachelor's degree